So on Friday's lesson today, we spent the lesson doing coursework, as that's one of our days when we do coursework. And in this lesson, I did mine about institution. I didn't really know much about what we needed to put on here and what content it needed to include. So when asking Sir, he just said that we needed to talk about the things behind the magazine themselves, which I thought was quite interesting. But it wasn't until I made this page which I realised how much work and effort and so many people go into producing one magazine. So, as I explained here, even though I'm planning on mixing a film and a fashion magazine, I wanted to do my institution page on a film magazine. So I did mine about Empire, and I found out that the editor is Terry White, obviously a film category, and that they publish every month. This is quite interesting that they've chosen to publish every month, because fashion magazines, for example Vogue, they publish 20 times a year, or it could be a few more, like 25 I think it got up to one year. But they don't publish every month, but they might publish 2 or 3 a month. So it's quite interesting that they only publish one of their magazines every month. Apparently, this is how many issues there are. I'm a little bit skeptical of that number, as it seems an awful lot, but if they're doing it every month, it's probably possible. Empire is overall owned by a company called Bora. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but they've recently changed their name from EMAP. As you can read here, I'm just talking a bit more about Empire themselves, what they've done, and how here, especially, how they've been sponsored by some really famous people. Now on to about the company which owns Empire. They reach over 25 million customers in the UK, but they also use multi-platform media, so that could be radio, adverts, magazines, digital webs, and all of that lot. Here are just a few examples for them. But yeah, apparently it's one of the largest privately owned media businesses with media assets all over the globe, which I do find quite interesting, if I'm honest. Here, I just literally got almost all of the things that all of the different companies which they own, which I'm sure isn't all of them, but here you can see that they also own Q, which is also a film magazine. No, that one's a music magazine. But yeah, so you can see they do a wide variety of things. Yeah, here it says over 600 magazines. This was my favourite section, although it's quite a boring one just to look at because it's a lot of text. And this is the most recent publisher, but as you can see, there have been a lot of them. But I think it's nice to know that they are changing them around and that they're not just keeping the same person with the same ideas. It's nice to see that it's developing over time and keeping up with the market and all of this to make sure that the customers get what they want. They've also all added something to the magazine, which I think is really nice. Here, I just wanted to point out and give a bit of credit, to be honest, because there are so many people who are involved. It's unbelievable. But these aren't all the roles anyway, because these are just editor-in-chief, editors, directors, all the really high up people, but it's not including all of the interns, just normal workers. So just seeing how many directors and editors there are, it sort of shows the scale of which this company is on. Social media, I just wanted to show how many followers they have. That's a lot of followers. So clearly they're not. This is when the whole multi, what was it called? Let's go back up. Multi-platform media comes in, because that's like a whole new way of advertising. It's actually quite a smart idea. I just wanted to throw that in to show that they are multi-platform. And then here's a bit of general information, which I thought would be quite a nice finish to this page. But yeah, that took me a long time, so I didn't just spend time in the lesson, I also spent 2 of my studies working on this. So yeah, that was a lot of work going into this page. A lot of writing, actually. But yeah.